Hey, welcome to the channel. I'm Doug Dagnabbit from ModernWarzone.com, and in today's video, we're going to be going over all of the Call of Duty Vanguard / COD 2021 leaked and rumored information. In today's video, we're going to offer a bit of speculation on some of these points, and we're also going to put them all in one nice, neat, short, and sourced video so that you can see who the original claimers of all of these leaks and rumors are, and you can do your own research into whether or not you believe them. As always, with any videos like this, be sure to take this with a grain of salt. None of these come from us. These are not our sources. The only things that we have ever leaked about Vanguard is the name itself, and that is what we are sticking with. If you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe, and let's get right into it. Alright, so starting off, most of the leaks and rumors surrounding Call of Duty Vanguard / COD 2021 have been negative. They have been about the issues and that Battlefield is going to dominate this year, but we're going to ignore all of that, and in today's video we're just going to be going over the things that are said that actually seem to paint it in a bit of a decent light. So first of all, we're going to talk about headquarters could be or should be returning, according to the Modern Warfare 2 Ghost in some of his latest tweets. He also includes in his latest tweets that the London docks from Call of Duty World War II, Sledgehammer Games' last production, will be making a return as Season 1 or 2 DLC. One more thing that Ghost mentions is that another fan favorite map will be making a return. Now, this is open to speculation. I've seen a lot of people bringing up Terminal since he mentions that it's from a very iconic COD game, but there's not really much speculation that we can offer for this. That's for you guys. In the comments down below, please be sure to let us know what you think this iconic map that Ghost could be referring to is, or whether you think this is just something that's being thrown in the air. So moving forward, we have actually a very large bit of information from Victor Z, even though it's only from 2 tweets. He detailed that destructible doors and environments would be coming to Vanguard, and he did this by quote tweeting a Charlie Intel tweet and showing a video gif of Rampage Jackson, a former MMA fighter, completely destroying a door. So he's saying that doors are going to be destructible in this one, since everybody hated doors in Modern Warfare and in Warzone. And he's also follows that tweet up with a response to somebody else saying that small buildings will also be destructible. Now, in Tom Henderson's latest video, he also says that destructible environments are on a smaller scale than Battlefield, but the original source for this information, as we know it, is Victor C. And Victor Z's track record about Call of Duty is nearly perfect, so we believe and do trust that leak, and we do expect to see destructible environments coming to Call of Duty World War II Vanguard. Tom Henderson details in his latest video that he expects to see eight 6v6 maps at launch. He also makes sure to list that these are always subject to change and that this could change at any given point in time. Over on Declassified's Twitter, who is often known for COD data mining and leaks, he has posted all of the points of interest for the new Call of Duty World War II Vanguard map, which was leaked originally by VGC as being larger than the Verdansk map, and also having more development time than previous versions of the Warzone maps that we've seen. There's a bit of disalignment coming here. Tom claims that some of these POIs are outdated and that there's a new beach ship and that he's heard that the docks have changed. We'll just have to wait till release to know whether or not that's true. Tom Henderson also claims the ground war is going to be returning, and this is speculation on our part, but that does make sense, and we do believe that leak. Previously, we thought that Black Ops Cold War would be receiving its own Warzone map, and that would have been the Ural Mountains, and it would have been comprised of the different Fireteam and Outbreak maps. And Modern Warfare, as we all know, made its Warzone map for Verdansk out of a combination of a multitude of their ground war maps. So speculation on our end is that yes, Vanguard will have ground war modes involving vehicles, boats, planes, and such, and that these maps will be used as double assets for both ground war and Warzone. Other news about COD Vanguard is that the Cheeseburger Boys recently mentioned on their Twitter some new information that it's going to be directly assisted on by Treyarch. And Tom clears this up a bit in his latest video. We don't know whether these rumors are true or not, but Tom claims that their role is limited to helping with Easter egg and overall plot points, and that they are not as directly as tied in as the Cheeseburger Boys made it out to believe. But overall, we don't see an issue with Treyarch being involved. I mean, they are the creators of zombies as we know it, and it's probably a good thing. Other rumors circulating from Tom's video include that there is a ton of cut content that was developed for Vanguard, and this is part of the reason why he believes that this year's new Call of Duty title will not be a standout game, that it's going to be more of the same and have no new or interesting features besides destructible environments. And that's because almost all of the new features and things they tried to experiment with ended up being cut content. Personal opinion to offer on that. We haven't heard anything about it. One thing I will say is that Modern Warzone and I myself have not heard any of the negativity surrounding COD Vanguard when it comes to rumors and their development issues. You know, we haven't personally heard of any of these things, and we honestly aren't expecting a bad game. You know, you should keep your expectations in check for this game due to all of COVID and everything else. But all signs point to this game releasing in a more finished and better state than Black Ops Cold War did. And Black Ops Cold War still did record numbers for sales. So Vanguard really has no issues as of this point that we are aware of. And in Activision's investor and shareholders call/meeting they had recently, they said that development is on a smooth track to getting a released and finished product. Call of Duty Vanguard is expected to release on both last gen, which would be the Xbox One and the PS4, and current gen releases such as the PS5. Now, certain modes and certain features may not be available on last gen consoles, but last gen still will receive the release. Think about like Black Ops 4 or any other game that's been released in the midst of a new console releasing. Last gen consoles will have the worst performance and will not have as good of a game, but at least they still get the game. Now we're going to get into a bit of the things that don't line up to us, okay? And we're not doubting anyone's credibility. We're just trying to use our common sense and investigative abilities to be able to tell you guys things that don't line up when it comes to Call of Duty leaks and rumors. And the first one that we brought up recently in tweets was that Modern Warfare 2 Remastered is probably not going to happen. That is going to be saved until absolutely Activision is burning down and they have nothing left to throw at us. They're going to have one of their worst years ever for this to happen. Not only that, but Tom Henderson claims in his most recent video that the World War II Vanguard map that VGC leaked, this is supposed to be larger and allow for more players, he claims that this was changed in April. And this doesn't make sense for various reasons, and we're going to get into that right now. Number one, VGC's original report stated that Sledgehammer Games had more time to develop a fully fleshed out Warzone map, and that's why this one is number one larger, and that's why this one is number two, releasing at the same time as Vanguard. It's going to be released when the game releases. This is not to boost sales. This was always their original plans with Warzone. They just got behind schedule a bit, and that's okay. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. But to say that these things all changed in April, you know, we are very late in the development process of a game. Black Ops Cold War wasn't announced until late August last year, but the game was pretty much finished. To change and completely develop and have a Warzone map leaked within a month of each other is next to impossible. You know, I believe Tom's credibility, and I know that he has a much larger list than we do, but when it comes to this, I do not think that this development change just happened in April. I believe that Activision knew what they wanted to do with Vanguard and that they planned to have a Warzone map on release, and that we just found out about it via VGC. I do not think that there was any delay, and if there was a change of plans, it was not as late as April. The last two things we're going to cover in this video is that Modern Warfare engine is rumored to be used. VGC detailed that in a recent article, and anything that we have mentioned today from other sources will be mentioned in the description down below, just FYI. You can go and check it all yourself if we don't show it on screen, or if you want to just read through it yourself and not trust our words, that's fine as well. The last thing that we wanted to mention is that all studios are currently working on Warzone, and this is apparently sourced from Toys for Bob. Tom states that Vanguard's non-zombie experiences and Warzone are being exclusively worked on by Sledgehammer Games, which could be true, but it also kind of doesn't really line up with what we've heard from Cheeseburger Boys about the Treyarch assisting on zombies, but it does line up with what Tom's saying. So these are very small details. Expect to see these more fleshed out closer to release. I would not personally be worried about Vanguard. This is my bit of time to speculate and offer my own opinion, and I think that it has been overblown about the disaster that this game is going to be. Number one, everybody is saying that they are not looking forward to a World War II title, and I can understand that, but it's not due to fatigue. Call of Duty has not done a World War II title besides Sledgehammer Games' last game since, I believe, Call of Duty World at War. That's been quite a while. And I could be wrong on that, but I know that I tweeted about a month or two ago that there's only been 2 World War II games done in the last 2 years. So it's not overdone. While they may have built their entire franchise on it and did all those games back then, we're an entire new generation of gaming. And these games could turn out to be good. You know, boots on the ground is what I prefer. I'm not sure that's what you prefer, but Modern Warfare showed that people clearly were excited to get back to boots on the ground. World War II also had a very good ranked play system. Once David Condrey was gone, the game took a complete turnaround, and as far as we are aware, the people who turned the game around are still at Sledgehammer Games, as on top of hundreds of new hires. Every single development studio for Activision is currently hiring. So I would quell your expectations, but don't expect Vanguard to be worse than Black Ops Cold War on release. Number one, it had more time to be made. Number two, it was not originally developed during the beginning of a pandemic and expected to have a release window during the pandemic. And number three is we have to give Sledgehammer Games a chance after booting Michael Condrey. They did wonderful with bringing World War II back to being a good game, and we should give them at least a chance. With its own World War II Warzone map, this game could end up being at least an 8 out of 10. I'm not expecting anything great or amazing or game-changing, but I am expecting a more polished and finished Call of Duty title than we got with Black Ops Cold War. So that's everything we had to talk about regarding Call of Duty World War II Vanguard. We're not offering any of our own sourced information ourselves. There is no reason for us to be leaking anything about this title at this point, because right now everything around it is negative. I'm going to let the teams do their thing. We just wanted this video to be one place where you could get every single thing about Vanguard all in one video with the sources who made the claims about those things. So, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to drop a like and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.